Hey, it's Pania. Today I'm going to show you how to make a herringbone crochet purse. And we're using the Big Twist textile yarn from Joanne. I'm also using a hook USL 8.00 millimeter. You also need a yarn needle, scissor, and measuring tape. So to begin, we'll start with a slip knot and attach your hook onto the yarn here. And we'll chain 1, 2, 3. We'll chain all the way to chain 30 and turn your work here. We'll skip the first chain and single crochet into the second chain. From here, insert your hook into the vertical bar, this one right here. And then insert under 2 loops in the next chain. Yarn over, pull through. You have 3 loops on your hook. Tug on the yarn for a little slack and pull the yarn through all 3 loops, and that is your herringbone stitch. So into the vertical bar again, which is the 3rd one from your hook, and then insert it under the next 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through. You have 3 loops. Yarn over and pull through under all 3 loops, and you'll continue this specific stitch again all the way to the end. So you insert again into the vertical bar for your herringbone stitch, and then into the next stitch under 2 loops, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. Here I'm finally at the last stitch of this row, and then once you're done, turn your work, chain 1, and we'll do a reverse single crochet. So instead of going from the front, we'll insert it from the back under the first 2 loops here in the first stitch. Yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through. That's a single crochet that's reversed. And then we'll do a reverse herringbone stitch also from the back. So flip over your work and insert into the vertical bar, and then insert your hook into the next stitch under 2 loops, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. And that is a reverse herringbone single crochet stitch. And we'll continue the same one all the way across to the end. So again, insert into the vertical bar here, which is the 3rd one away from the hook, and insert your hook into the next stitch under 2 loops, yarn over, and pull 3. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull it through all 3 loops. And here again, you have another reverse herringbone stitch. And we'll do this all the way to the end of this row. Here I'm at the end of the row. We just got one more to do. I'll show you again. Insert into the vertical bar from the back, and then insert your hook into the next stitch under 2 loops, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. And here, turn your work for the next row, chain 1, and we'll repeat row 1. So you'll create a single crochet and then make a herringbone single crochet stitch all the way across this row. Then for row 4 to row 10, you'll repeat row 2 and 3. Here I'm finally at the end of row 10, and I'm going to just do a reverse herringbone stitch from the back here. Turn your work. For row 11, skip the first stitch, single crochet into the second stitch, and then herringbone stitch, so insert into the vertical bar and into the next stitch, yarn over and pull through, and repeat that herringbone stitch all the way to the end. And in the end here, as you can see, I skipped the last stitch as well. And turn your work. For row 12, skip the first stitch, So you'll flip your work over because this is where you'll do the reverse stitches. So you first skip the first stitch and then reverse single crochet here into the second stitch, and then continue with the herringbone reverse crochet into the next and all the way to the end, remembering to skip the very last stitch. Here chain 1 and single crochet all the way across to the corner. In the corner here you'll do 3 single crochet here and continue making single crochet on the edge here in each row until you reach the corner again and do 3 single crochet into this corner. On the other side here, you'll reach the beginning chains where the back loop are showing. You do a single crochet into each of the back loop all the way across to the end of the other corner. Here at the corner, you'll make 3 single crochet into the corner as well. And then continue making single crochet, 1 single crochet into each row all the way back to where we begin this round. Once you reach the corner, you'll make 2 single crochet into the very last corner and slip stitch to the first single crochet that was created in this round. Then cut your yarn over and pull the yarn through. Once you complete this, make 2 pieces. For the next part, we'll get the yarn again and make a slip knot, and we're going to create the sides for the purses. So we'll chain 1, 2, 3, and continue making all the way to chain 56. We'll skip the first chain and single crochet into the second chain and all the way to the end of this row. At the end of the row here, turn your work, chain 1 and single crochet into each of the stitches all the way to the end. Here, yarn over and leave a super long tail about 3 feet. Cut your yarn. Here I'm attaching my yarn needle to the end of that long yarn and pulling it through. Actually here, forgot that I needed to pull the yarn through the loop to secure it. So I'm basically going back in with my needle. And once you're done here, bring both of the front and back of the panel. This is going to be the front on the right side of the panel. This is also another right side. So I'm going to turn the work inside out where both of the right sides are facing inward. Here I have my side of the purse steam blocked so it's nice and straight. I'm just going to align it around here so I know where I'm going to sew in the side into the front and back panel here. So you can see that it looks like a braid here. What I'm going to do is going from the front here, I'm looking for the second single crochet in the corner here. So this is a single crochet, and if you look into the back, there is a bar here. I'm basically going into the bar here and securing that part to attach it to the side, and then inserting into the next bar and into the single crochet on the side part and pulling it through. And we'll continue to sew that all the way around to the other end, making sure that you go into 1 bar on the front and back panel and attaching that to the single crochet on the side strap. So here I'm at the top of the other end and sewing it into my last stitch here at the top. Once you finish that one, I'm going to bring the needle and kind of loop through a couple of these so that we can reach the other side of the side strap, so we can work on attaching the back panel of the purse here. And we'll do the same thing. So here at the corner, I'm looking for the second single crochet in the corner and finding the back bar here and going through that and attaching it to one of the single crochet on the side strap. So we'll do the same thing going into each bar and attaching it to each single crochet on the side panel all the way back to the other end. I wasn't able to record the very ending here, but as you can see here, what I did was when I reached the top, making sure that I go into the second single crochet of that corner and attaching it. Here I have my purse turned inside out and then attach a yarn to the top of this side of the purse, and I'm going to just single crochet into the side here, so I would have 2 single crochet, and then we'll continue that onto this panel, this side panel here. So I'm going to go into the back of the single crochet, so into the back bar here, and we'll make a single crochet all the way to the other end. Now at the other end here, we'll single crochet into the top of the rows of the side of the purse here. So you have 2 single crochet at the side, then slip stitch into the very last stitch, cut your yarn over and pull through. Begin with the slip knot and attach your yarn to the 3rd single crochet on the left side of the purse here. And as you can see, it is just to the left side of the braid that's coming up vertically from the back panel here. And we'll single crochet in that first stitch, then you'll make the herringbone stitch all the way across to the other end at the 30th stitch. Then for the next row, chain 1 and make a reverse single crochet in the first stitch, and then reverse herringbone single crochet in each of the next 29 stitch. Here you want to turn your work, and for row 3, chain 1, single crochet in the back 2 loops, leaving the front loop unworked. And then you'll make a herringbone single crochet into each of the next 29 stitches, only in the back loop. For row 4, you'll want to turn your work and repeat row 2, now working in the 2 top loops of the single crochet below. So you'll make a reverse single crochet and then a reverse herringbone single crochet all the way across. For row 5 and 6, repeat row 1 and 2. And here at row 7, I wasn't able to show you the beginning, but you'll want to chain 1 and skip the first single crochet, and then single crochet in the next stitch, then make the herringbone single crochet in the next 27 stitches and skip the last stitch. And then we'll turn your work, and for row 8, chain 1, skip the first stitch and make a reverse single crochet in the next stitch. Then continue with the reverse herringbone single crochet in the next 25 stitches, remembering to skip the very last stitch. Then turn your work here. For row 9, chain 1, skip the first stitch, single crochet in the next stitch, and then make 23 herringbone single crochet all the way to the end and skipping the very last stitch. Turn for row 10, chain 1, skip the first stitch and reverse single crochet into the next stitch, reverse herringbone single crochet in the next 9 stitches. Then chain 2, skip 2 stitches, make a reverse single crochet in the next stitch, then reverse herringbone single crochet in the next 9 stitches, and skip the last stitch. Turn. For row 11, chain 1, skip 1 stitch, and single crochet in the next stitch. In the next 19 stitches, we'll make the herringbone single crochet all the way to the end and skipping the very last stitch. Finally, yarn over, cut your yarn, and pull the yarn to secure. At this point here, we're gonna cut a little piece of yarn here about 10 to 12 inches and use your yarn needle. I'm going to go into the top of the side here and pinch the side like a fan and secure the yarn to the back of the purse here and kind of fan it to secure the yarn through. And once you pass the yarn through it once, we're gonna go back and loop it through a different hole and secure it like a fan again all the way to the back, and that way you can reach the yarn where you first started it. And then we'll double knot here to secure at the end here so that the top of the side of the purse is smaller than the bottom of the side of the purse here. Once you're done, snip off the yarn and repeat on the other side. Here I'll be creating the edging for the opening flap of the purse. Turn the purse upside down, facing the purse upward so that it's facing you. We'll make a slip knot and attach the yarn to the very first row closest to the top of the purse on the right side. Then you'll chain 1 and single crochet into each of the rows. So 1 single crochet for 1 row all the way to the top, and at the very last row here, then you'll turn the purse on its side here on the flap so that you can make the single crochet across this row as well to the other corner. Once you reach the other corner, we'll just make a single crochet and turn toward the side and continue making single crochet in each of the row all the way to the edge of the flap where you meet the body of the purse. And then at the end here, I'm just going to make a slip stitch into the very last stitch here, then let go of the hook and insert the hook into the back of the stitch below and hook the working yarn through the hook and pull it through so that you can secure that loop through the back here. And now that you're done, make sure to go back into the purse and look for all the loose ends and double knot them and cut all the loose ends off. And here you have the body of the purse. And once you're done with this, you can attach a button to the middle part of the purse and create a strap of your desired length and attach it to the side of the purse as shown in this picture here. For the detailed instruction on how to make this purse, please go to my website, panyiacrochets.com. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. Thank you for watching.